It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
Believe me when I say we have a difficult time ahead of us. But if we are to be prepared for it, we must first shed our fear of it. I stand here without fear because I remember that I am here not because of the path that lies before me, but because of the path that lies behind me. I remember that for 100 years we have fought these machines. And after a century of war, I remember that which matters most. We are still here! Tonight, let us make them remember we are not afraid!
No fear, no fear, no fear, no fear. Well, in the face of what? We have something to be afraid of? Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. You have, OathKeepers. We're going to Quartzsite Saturday. And today is Thursday, right? Today's Thursday, so that means tomorrow we're going to be picking up Jordan Page from the airport, coming here to the home of Donna and Ernest Hancock. We're going to have a party tomorrow night, and we're going to have Jordan here, and we all get to, can't go too late, though. We're going to start like 6, and we'll go to like 8, 9 or something. He'll do some playing. We'll get that boy to bed because it's going to be later from where he's from, more back east time zone. So I'm going to go ahead, make sure he gets to bed, and then we leave up early, and we go out to Quartzsite tomorrow in the heat, survive that. Saturday, and we're going to go ahead and, dude, I tell you, the focus of this thing has to be what OathKeepers is doing is supporting law enforcement that finally take their oath seriously, or at least come out. Hey, man, I'm not with the this police state mentality, whatever's going on here. And who supports them? Where does that support come from? I don't know. We're going to find out. And here's a good opportunity for we get it from OathKeepers. Got Stewart Rhodes on the line. I got you there, Stewart.
Yes, I am, Ernie. How you doing?
I'm doing more than wonderful, and you?
Doing all right. Getting ready to get on a plane to go to Quartzsite.
So tell us what your plans are, how you're going to be doing this, when you're coming in, going where, doing what? You need a place to stay?
I'm going to be in there tomorrow night. Play it safe. Are you kidding?
No, I said, do you need a place to stay?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm solid now. I'm good to go. We're good to go down there. So I'll be getting in there tomorrow night. There's a meet and greet tomorrow night in Quartzsite at the campground, Vito's campground, and the address is on our website. And folks can meet us there tomorrow night for a casual meet and greet if they're in town. And then things get rocking and rolling about 9 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Now, to bring Jordan out, let's go ahead and put on today's archive you got Jordan's chip in and everything, because of course Sierra's so smart. You go to Freedom's Phoenix and you'll see today's show, and it says Stewart Rhodes, founder of OathKeepers, and you go in there and you will see a chip in to donate to the event. And this is mainly to put, I don't see the chip in, Slacktivist. She's putting it up right now. And what we're going to do is make sure that you have an opportunity to support bringing Jordan. Now, you've raised already how much money to get Jordan out there?
We've raised $1,200 out of our target $2,500.
Okay, so $1,200 gets you an airline ticket, and hopefully we can get everybody all amped up out there and they'll be donating, making sure cover all the cost. And I'm sure they will. I'm not really worried about that.
This is just for getting Jordan out. It's for nothing else.
Yeah, just getting Jordan out. You want to have because with Jordan Page, you have the flavor of the event is determined. Because his music and the advocacy of all that he's done and his talent, he's just skilled. It's always fun to have it because he puts a lot of energy into his performances, and everybody enjoys it. So it just made absolutely certain that this thing's going to be a party. Now, also, They're going to be doing, go ahead and walk me through it. Friday night, you're there to make sure they got, electricity to the stage or something. And then give me the schedule, everything that's going on.
Well, Friday night's a casual meet and greet, and then things kick off Saturday morning at about 9 a.m. Folks can start gathering there because we're going to, get ready to roll, and we're going to be heading out from Vito's campsite, and we're going to march from Vito's down to City Hall. And at City Hall, it's about 1.8 miles. It's a pretty good trek. So, but we're going to have vehicles there. Folks are, not able to make the kind of walk. They can ride in a vehicle. We're going to have Sons of Liberty riders bringing about 100 motorcycles will be part of the procession as well. And we're going to march to the courthouse, and then that's where we're going to be giving out our appreciation to the officers. We're going to be giving them awards for keeping their oath and standing up. And we have, in fact, we have 2 state legislators who are now joining the march. So that's kind of a nice new addition. Is we have Representative Carl Seal from House District 6. He's the chairman of the Joint Legislative Audit Committee. Hint, hint, hint. And Representative Judy M. Burgess, House District 4, who's the chairman of the House Committee on Government. So they're both coming to participate in the march in support of these officers doing the right thing, and also to speak at our rally after the march is over. We'll be heading back to Vito's from the town hall, and they'll be speaking there along with many other folks from Campaign for Liberty, from Sons of Liberty Riders, from the Greater Phoenix Tea Party. I believe some Ron Paul activists will be also on the stage. I think you're going to speak as well, right, Ernie?
I'm sure I will. Once you put me near a microphone, I won't be able to help myself. But the main thing is, I didn't want to commit to anything. I told him, said, okay, I'll go out there. My concern was I wanted to make sure that this was not seen as an antagonistic, bring on the revolution event. And it seems like we got a couple of legislators going to be talking, which these guys they got their own problems. So I'm just like, ew. But, they're going to be there, so they're lending their support.
They're doing their job. We do want the state to step in and do their job. And, the only rationale for the existence of the state is to secure our liberty, right? So when one part of the state, one functionary of the state is violating our liberty, the big state sure as heck better do their job. And so,
what we're finding out is that, all right, see, I gotta say this. Seal, one of the legislators, in our first edition of the magazine, we had Pal Gamble wrote an article on all this foreclosure stuff and things that were going on here. The bottom line was one of the guys that's speaking out there was the key legislator that made sure that a piece of legislation, basically says, all these laws we have on real estate, you have to follow the law. And he pulled his support of that because the banks didn't want it. And then all of a sudden, immediately following that, he had like half of his principal on his home wiped away. And his debt that he owed. They just went, it's all good. It was, that had nothing to do with my decision. Right. So this all came out. So now he's going out there in defense of, all that is true blue and American. And I'm like, fine, whatever. I'm not going to say anything. I just can't let that go without saying something, seeing as that we know. So
you can't help but say something.
I can't help it. I'm not going to. He's going to go out there and say whatever. It doesn't really have much to do with that issue, except that we have all kinds of real estate stuff going on out there, and there are bank interest, and there are future development interest, and there are all kinds of stuff. So him being the boy for the banks and so on, developers, he needs to be seen as kind of getting to have some say on this. I see this stuff down the road. I've seen this happen many times in the past. When I went out there and started talking to these people about start looking at some of the real estate and who's behind what there, and they're going, yeah, the Quartzsite City Council, they're all in real estate. So I'm going, right. What did you think was going to happen? So I'm glad that we're focusing on the officers and not so much on like Ed Foster's. Oh yeah, that's right. He's got an election next Tuesday on the recall they did against him, so it'll be interesting to see how that comes out. But this is more focused on the officers. So tell me how it is that OathKeepers got involved and why you're participating in this and the focus on them.
Well, the whole point of OathKeepers is to get police officers to do the right thing. And so, we both chastise them when they don't, like we did down in Tucson over the Helena shooting. And now that we got 10 officers who did the right thing, we need to support them. We want to see this happen across the country. And if we don't support them and give them, recognition and real deal support, boots on the ground, then why would any cop in the rest of the country want to stick their neck out?
Very, very good point. And the gentleman that was killed during the SWAT raid that you went and supported in Tucson, it looks like the family just filed civil suit against the city or whoever's responsible. We're going to find out. So, man, this is not done. Just another chapter. We'll talk about more when we come back with Stewart Rhodes from OathKeepers in just a little bit.